Gentlemen, we are going to be learning about the principles of design. So what I will need you to do is please open up in your Google Classroom the workbook that I have shared with you. All right? Excellent. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over real quick elements of art. So elements of art is something that we're going to be going over in 6th grade, or we will have. And they are the basics of art. So in there we have color, line, shapes, texture, value, space, and form. When we learn all these kind of basic things, what we can able to do is we're able to actually put them together in different combinations. That is what the principles of design are. They're the different combinations of ways that we can take these elements and make them into almost like a combination that most people tend to use when they create art with. Alright, so for this video, we're going to be going over balance. Now, by now, you probably have watched the video about balance, and you can already know that there are different types of balance. So here we go. It says balance is a way of organizing the elements in a work of art to distribute their visual weight pleasingly. So the first one is symmetrical balance. Now, as we can kind of see from this picture right here, is that they are symmetrical on either side. Yes, they may have slightly different people, but if we kind of put this center line through, which is called the central axis line, they would be the same. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this one, okay, and we're going to bring it on over. All right. So I would like everyone to please copy what I just did, okay? So we're going to create symmetrical balance. Now, symmetrical balance means it's the same on both sides. Beautiful. All right. Asymmetrical means that they are not quite the same on each side. It may still feel like balance, like one side is, maybe more busier than another side, okay? And that's what symmetrical balance is. So, for example, if I took that central axis right here and I sliced it right down the center, okay, we can kind of see, one, we have all these fruits and vegetables on the one side. There's a lot going on. And then there's kind of this empty space over here. That's creating an asymmetrical. So, this one is an example of asymmetrical balance. Then we have this one. Okay, some people might wonder, why is this asymmetrical? Well, if you kind of like zoom in a little bit, these colored dots are actually slightly different. So one's a little bit darker than the other, which makes it asymmetrical. If they were all the same color, then they would be symmetrical. Very good. Now we have down to radial balance. We've got this one, which we can kind of see, and this one we can kind of see. Now, they're slightly different, okay? This one obviously is in a circle, all right? And this one kind of looks like it might be a square, but actually, if we pinpoint the center, okay, it will repeat all the way around, all right? So that's where we get that radial balance. There's a center point, and it will radiate and change as we go around. All right, beautiful. Now we're done with this one. Let's go to our next slide. Okay. So here what we're going to do is I'm going to show you what to do at the top, and the rest is for you to complete. All right, so we're going to take this. So let's just quickly review. Symmetry balance, okay, is the butterfly. All right, we have asymmetrical balance. Very good, is this one. And then we have radial balance. Beautiful. Okay. Now it's your turn. What you're going to do in the bottom section is you're going to label all the symmetrical images, and you're going to change them to be into orange. Now, just so you guys know, see these? You can actually click on them, but all you have to do is go up to the top and change the line. So when you look up on the top of your screen, there's like a little pencil. It's probably going to be white. All you have to do is drop it down and then change it to be orange. When you're done, please take the line and place it in the symmetrical axis. The axis. All right, so that's if you have symmetrical. Asymmetrical. All you're going to do is change the outline to be blue. Beautiful. Last one, the radial one. You got to change it to be green and place this dot in the center where it's kind of like rotating from, all right? When you're done with this, now you're ready to do your first box on your project, okay? So on the first box at the very bottom, nicely write the word balance small, and taking your little stencil, you're going to create a symmetrical balance, okay? So you can design it however you want, and I do want you to add a little bit of color. You may use any kind of materials to add the color, and that is up to you. When you're finished with balance and your first spot on your project, then you can go to the next one or the next lesson.